everybody, and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. Today we are doing a Yin Yoga Flow. This will be a short flow, about 10 to 15 minutes max, so join me. If you have not tried Yin Yoga yet, it is a really beautiful and supportive practice. It is a much slower practice, so definitely be ready for that. You would probably like to have some props available. So if you have a block, that's a really good idea. You can also use pillows like so, and you can also use like a larger pillow or a bolster if you have that available. I personally just have pillows and that works just fine. If you would like a blanket as well, it's really helpful for filling in any gaps between the limbs and the floor. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so just start by moving any of your props aside. So I'm just gonna put them behind me here for use whenever we need them. And whenever you're ready, we are gonna start in a toe squat. So you want your toes to be tucked underneath you like this, and just sit back on your heels. Place the palms of your hands on top of your thighs, and then just draw back the shoulders, make your spine really tall, and gently close the eyes. And really allow your eyelids to hang heavy here. Relaxing the jaw. Completely letting go of the day and everything that came before this. And as you connect to the breath, just give yourself the permission to start breathing in more deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Perhaps finding more of a softening in the shoulders and the upper body. And as you allow your eyelids to hang even heavier, allow yourself to drop further into this stillness and silence. When we practice Yin Yoga, we hold the poses for a longer period of time, from 2 minutes to up to 8 minutes on average. So just allowing yourself to be gentle here. And very gently, you can crawl your fingertips forwards, placing them on the mat, and then just gently untuck the toes, placing the tops of the toes on the mat, and you can very, very gently tap the toes against the mat. And then to integrate, just allow yourself to sit back on the heels, palms back on the tops of the thighs, and just take a few moments in silence. Allowing the effects of this yin pose to wash through the entire body. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, placing the fingertips on the mat, you can bring your knees wide. We'll be doing a supported child's pose. So what you're going to want to do is bring your bolster or any pillows in front of you if that's comfortable. And we're finding a little bit of an edge today. So allow yourself to let your stomach and your upper torso hang onto your bolster or onto your pillow. You can use a lot of blankets if you prefer. And just let your head hang to the side, and you can place your hands in front of you at the top of your mat, or if it's more comfortable, you can place them around the knees. And again, just sinking into the entire body, relax. And we'll be here for a few minutes, so if you need to make any adjustments at all, perhaps if you have space underneath the backs of the legs, really good to put a blanket here or even a pillow beneath the hips. Whatever serves you, just make sure that you're filling in any cracks or gaps to the best of your ability. When we do yin, because we are holding the poses for longer, we do want an edge, but we never want pain. So make sure that your body is fully supported here. And if you're already in your pose, just relax further and deeper. Just realizing that as we stay here in this pose, what we're allowing is for a greater blood flow through the entire body. And more relaxation in the muscles and the hard tissues like the bones. Connecting back to the breath. And really challenge yourself to stay completely still. Trying not to shift or move in the body, but instead just allowing the weight of the head to hang heavy. So stay where you are, but if you feel like you need an additional edge, what you can do is use props to facilitate that. Perhaps you bring the ground closer or further away. Doing whatever adjustments you need. We'll be here for about another minute. And perhaps you can allow your upper body to hang even heavier, even deeper. Maybe feeling your fingertips on the mat, really connecting with this sensory movement that we're creating here. Beautiful. Take one big deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful work. And very gently just crawling the hands up. removing any props, and just place the base of your feet together. We'll be coming into a butterfly pose here. This pose can be very sensitive for a lot of people, so if you would like additional support, it's a really good idea to place a pillow underneath the knees on either side. You can also use blocks. And if you would like, you can even place a bolster or a pillow in front of you. And in Yin, we can use our hands and our arms as props. So allow yourself to get really comfy. See if you can stack, for example, and you can place your head on the pillow like so. And if you have your head tilted to one side for this hold, you can potentially tilt your head to the other side to release through the neck. So just finding whatever position is comfortable for you. And being creative with what you have available. If it's more comfortable to leave your head just down, forehead placed down on the pillows, be my guest. And just allow for an additional softening through the upper body here. So we don't want any tension. We want a complete softening and rest through the forehead and up through the upper spine, the thoracic spine. Softening the shoulders. And once you've found that edge, that point where it feels like a little bit of sensation but not pain, just allow yourself to relax into it, allowing the body to melt. And just see if you can truly let go of tension. This pose is really beautiful for opening up the back of the heart and the throat chakra. At the same time, we're expanding through the root and grounding through the base of our feet and our groin. And as you are in stillness here in Yin, it's very normal for emotions and sensations to come up. So just notice whatever is coming up for you right now. Knowing there is no right and wrong. Allowing your body to be aware and present of exactly where you are in this moment. One more big deep breath. And exhale. Move as slowly as you can, as if you are moving through molasses, and just begin to tip the head up, coming to a straight spine. And before you take any movements here, just clasping onto the area right above the ankles. Close the eyes. Breathe. It's always desirable to take a moment of integration between these poses because these poses are intense. Really staying attuned to your breath. Very gently just moving any props aside. And you can begin to extend the legs out long in front of you. We'll be coming into our last pose of this short and sweet practice. So we're just going to be in Dandasana and we'll be going forward. We call this caterpillar pose. There are a couple ways to do this. If you're really tight in your hamstrings, I'll be showing you some ways to prop the body. But really what we're doing is we're just leaning forward, and it's perfectly okay to have big bend through the knees here because we don't want to hurt our lower back or put excess pressure. But keep your palms up, and then we're bending forward until we find that first moment of edge. And so for me, because I am really tight in my hamstrings, I'm going to place this bolster or pillow underneath my knees. I'm going to use this pillow and just try and gently relax onto it like so. We'll be here for a couple minutes, so prop your body in whatever way you need to, and always just return back to the breath. And again, if it's more comfortable, use your hands as a prop as well. You can even stack the fists on top of each other. Really important to not put too much strain in the upper body here. So you're just finding that first moment of sensation. We're not trying to shove the body forwards. That's not what Yin is about. We're really just trying to find our first edge. And once you find it, just relax into it. And return back to your breath. Allowing it to be an anchor in this practice. Sometimes our mind likes to fight. And it can be full of thoughts and sensations. But just do your best to relax here. Cherishing this moment, allowing the mind and the body to integrate and become one.
Relaxing the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the entire spine. Maybe you've found a new edge during this practice already. Allow yourself to descend a little bit deeper. For our final moments here together, Yin Yoga is truly an art. It's an art to allow ourselves to experience this sense of stillness, which for many of us can be radical and very different from our day-to-day. So as you breathe in, just allow for an additional expansion in the heart space, the lungs, additional relaxation. One more big breath in here. And as you exhale again, being very slow with yourself, because the body has been moving in a new way, just allow yourself to sit up. Be taking some gentle neck rolls. And really try and be as gentle, as fluid, and as slow as possible. Maybe keeping the eyes closed. Taking some shoulder rolls. You can again move your props to the side. And whenever you're ready, we'll meet in Savasana to close this practice. If you would like to place a blanket over you, now is a good time to do so. You can just shimmy the hips forwards a little bit, really try and make the lower back press into your mat. You can place your palms up or down and just join me in at least 5 big breaths here to close this practice. Breathing in all the way for 1. And exhale, perhaps making a sound. Breathing in for 2, pulling the breath all the way to the crown chakra. And exhale, completely releasing, imagining you were allowing for a release in the organs, the lungs, the entire body. Inhaling for 3. Exhale, relax. Inhale for 4. And exhaling. Just one more breath, stay with it. And exhaling. Good, and whenever you're ready, you can roll over onto your favorite side. And perhaps finding a fetal position, just resting here for a moment. This pose in yoga symbolizes a beautiful rebirth. So gently push up with your hands and find a comfortable seated position. Cross-legged here. Coming back to a tall, straight spine, you can keep the eyes closed and just notice any changes in the body, in your central channel or your nervous system. And whenever you're ready, placing your hands at heart center, take a big, deep breath into your heart, thanking yourself for this practice and this time. And exhale. Namaste. The light within me honors the light within you. Thank you so much for joining me today in this practice. Thank you for taking this sacred time to yourself. Whenever we practice yoga, it is truly a gift that we are giving not just to our own self, but to our entire community. It's a beautiful way to align our chakras and our energy and give ourselves that mental space and time that we often don't get otherwise. So thank yourself for doing this. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.